three qualities of financial controller that I'd really look at is leadership, is the ability to build and develop a best-in-class team. They have to work with such autonomy that's what I'd be looking for from a financial controller. Again, technical expertise, ability to automate and produce efficiencies, not just in finance, but working across the rest of the business with multiple stakeholders as well.
I think probably the top three qualities that I look for in my financial controllers is having an eye for a detail and understand what's driving the financial results. This means the CFO and the CEO can deal with the higher level and the helicopter vision, but then have confidence that, you know, the detail is there if it's needed. And kind of linked to that is then having the gravitas and the confidence of looking at the financial results and ensuring that they're right and ensure that they're supported by the financial results. Because then this can then provide confidence that the detail is under control and can be supported by what is going on when you're explaining it to the rest of the board or the auditors.
As an FD, what do I look for in an FC? Well, yes, I want that person that I know day in, day out, I can rely on and who won't let me down. I want somebody who's on top of the numbers. So somebody who's got a great attention to detail, somebody who knows that things are put together properly. So you've got to be organized, you've got to be a self-starter, because FDs generally have quite a broader remit and they might not necessarily have the time to go into the detail that you need to as a financial controller.
Understanding the numbers and confidence in delivering them at board level. Expect to be challenged.
A financial controller should really demonstrate diligence and honesty. And when I talk about diligence, I really mean attention to detail, focusing on the workload, making sure that things are done on time and in full. That's one of the most fundamentals for me, primarily because I operate in very, very short month-end closeout windows. So we operate a 2-day closeout. So accuracy and pace is important. Honesty. If there's a problem, don't be afraid to raise your hand. Issue resolution is fundamental to maintaining pace in the financial department. And honesty of issues is fundamental. I've been in positions where that's not been the case before, and it's been a disaster. And personality. As I referenced in one of my previous questions, I look at personality quite heavily in an interview process, because I need to make sure that, one, you're a good fit for the business and the rest of the organization, and two, that I have an ability to work with you as well. So that's kind of what I tend to work on.
High emotional intelligence particularly will help them build the meaningful and authentic relationships at all levels and with internal and external stakeholders.
An excellent team leader is crucial to lead and carry people. There will be times when others need to be able to have your back and you need to delegate to cover other roles.
I need financial controllers to be open and transparent with me and with CEOs on any issues, both positive and negative. So basically having a look at, what are the problems, what are the issues, but more importantly, coming up with some suggestions. So if there are problems, don't just bring a problem, also bring a suggestion in terms of a solution. It may not be the one that we go for, but at least it starts the ball rolling.
You want somebody who's going to challenge the status quo. It's a real gift to have a financial controller who is going to push and challenge you, ask difficult questions, ask the why questions. Why do we do things this way? Is there a better way to do something? And having somebody with an inquiring mind and perhaps a restless curiosity is really important. And the final point perhaps is you really want somebody who is going to take an interest in the business. It's easy to get somebody who is going to sit there and crunch the numbers, but you can really stand out if you can demonstrate that you've got an interest in the business and you can understand what is driving the numbers. So what is the meaning behind the numbers? And as a financial controller, if you can get out into the operational and front office parts of the business and understand what is going on and understand the commercial dynamics, that's really where you can start to add value. And every FD will appreciate that sort of higher skill.